Hey, crazy lovelies. It's Halloween, so I want to say happy Halloween. And I wanted to get up here and rap with you guys about a few things. And also, I wanted to talk about a few about the paranormal and spiritual encounters that I experienced and have had before. So that's why I'm up here. I also wanted to take the time to just show off my Halloween makeup and my getup that I kind of just created at home. So it is Halloween, guys. It is during the time when the veil is thinning and the spiritual and the living kind of coexist with one another during this time. So a lot of stuff is happening. And and I wanted to talk about, spirits, ghosts, sleep paralysis, the things that I've heard about, what that is, and stuff of that nature. Now, sleep paralysis, I have not experienced this, thankfully, but I've heard it's kind of like you can't move. It's like an entity sitting on top of your chest or stomach, and you can't breathe. It feels like you're suffocating, or it's like some type of night fits or terror. It's like the best way I can describe sleep paralysis is how the old folks would say they had a witch ride their back. Um, So, and I've heard that sometimes people have sleep paralysis when they're wide awake. They'll see an entity or some sort out of the corner of their eye, and it keeps them from, you know, moving. They're basically paralyzed, um, in a paralyzed state, so to speak. Now, even though I have not experienced sleep paralysis, I have slept walked a lot. Um, I saw things when I was younger, and it caused me to have bad night terrors, and it was so bad to where I would sleepwalk quite often, and I would go into my mom's room usually when I did that and stand over her bed, and this would scare her like half to death. But she never woke me up. She always want me back into my room. I cannot say that this was something spiritually related to me prior to my sleepwalking. I think it was more of some type of emotional trauma I was going through at the time, and that's why it happened. Around my teens, I kind of grew out of it and stopped sleepwalking, but that was one of the things I have experienced regarding, abnormal sleeping behavior, so to speak. And let's get down to spirits, and I'm gonna talk about a little bit about spirits before I tell you about my experience my family members and friends had. So you have spirits who are low bound spirits, like basically they kind of just roam the earth because they haven't ascended to the other realm, and this could mean that they don't know that they are dead. If they die suddenly, they don't know they're dead, or they are attached to a building or place to where they just kind of roam the area and they don't want to leave the area. Um, it could also mean they just have unfinished business of some sort, and they just don't feel ready to go to the other level, go to the other side fully, so to speak. Um, and then there's the spirits of loved ones, like family members that may have passed away, that will come and they will either visit their family members for one or two reasons. Either they're protecting them or looking after them of some sort, or they have some unfinished business, or they need to tell something to that family member and give them a message. Um, One of the things that has happened in my home, when I live with my folks in their home, so to speak. So in their home, when I lived with my folks, there were certain things that would happen in our home. Um, uh, a picture will fall. Now, when I mean a picture, I mean like a picture that's been hanging on the wall for some time now, has not moved. Now, a picture of a frame that you just sit on your desk and it tumble over. Um, I've heard of this has happened quite a few times in my folks' home where a picture will just fall, and I have heard that when that happens, that a family member or somebody close to us is going to pass away. Now, the first encounter with picture falling was my uncle's picture. We did know that he was already very sick, and a picture of his did fall. And then I think later on that evening or the day after, he was gone. Um, Prior to that, my uncle is a big party person, so to speak. Social he loves social gatherings, he loves throwing parties, and but most of all, Halloween was one of his favorite holidays. He threw like the best Halloween parties when I was coming up. Of course, I couldn't go to them because they were adult Halloween parties. He would dress up and things of that nature, and he loved music. He loved to dance and sing. And so we had this stereo in our home, and like on random evenings of the night, it would just cut on by itself, and it would be nobody in the living room messing with it or anything. We'd be all in the back, either in our room sleeping or just doing our own thing, and it would just randomly cut on. Most of the time when it did cut on, it would be around the holiday festivities, like around Christmas time, Thanksgiving, and especially like Halloween. Um, and my mom and I always felt like it was my uncle that was doing that, cutting on the music and stuff like that, because he loved to dance, he loved music, and this is during the time of the season where he loved to be around family and just hanging out, and we just always felt like that his presence was doing that he was there. So we would always say that. Um, let's see. Let's see. There was a spiritual encounter I did not experience, but a family member of mine experienced, and this is when they were very young. They encountered a full spiritual apparition appear before them in a rocking chair of some sort, and it was a grandparent of theirs, and they had just recently passed away, the grandparent, and this person seen this spirit or this ghost apparition, and it scared them to death. I think I was told that the spirit actually talked to them, and this person did not get to stay around to figure out what the spirit wanted to say, because as soon as they saw it, they freaked out so bad they ran out the house. They just ran out. So I've never experienced that, so to speak, but I have had a spirit visit a few weeks back in my home. I have not told my significant other about it, only because I don't think he would have believed me, or I don't know. It was weird how it happened, because it wasn't okay. I was actually sitting in the couch in the living room watching TV when this happened, and it was daytime, like full bright high in the afternoon. It was daytime, and it was a blue flash, and it happened like bam, 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 no more than maybe 5 to 10 seconds. That's probably how long it probably lasted, the apparition. And what it was a figure of a woman, a dark skinned black woman, and I saw her from she walked from the couch, the end couch where I was sitting at. She kind of walked from there, and then there was like a dash of blue light where I saw her turn the corner to walk into the kitchen. And I did not get to see this lady's face. I knew it was a woman because of the body shape. It was shaped like a woman. I saw the back of the head, and had full dark shoulder length black hair, and she wore a hospital gown. I have a feeling it was a relative of my significant other. I have a strong feeling it was. And it happened like so quickly. It was like I couldn't really react. I wasn't afraid or anything, because the spirit didn't give me no feeling of fear, but it happened so quickly. I was just like, oh man, I just saw. I kind of like, after it was gone, I just saw a spirit walk past me into the kitchen. And then I was like, mm. And then after that, I kind of just didn't think about it anymore. Um, and I think because I was such in a relaxed state, I was in a happy state, and I was with our son. Um, it didn't freak me out as it probably would have if it was at nighttime or something like that. If I wasn't in a state of calmness, but since I was in a state of calmness, I think it was like she was there, then she was gone. Don't know why she appeared. It could be that she had a message for one of us in the house. Um, who the person that I think it is somebody of that the person that I'm with of I think it's their I think is one of their relatives. I didn't because I felt a familiarity to this spirit, but I didn't feel like the spirit was related to me. That's why I don't think it was somebody from my side of the family at all. I think it's from my significant side, my significant other side of the family. So yeah, and that just happened to me a few weeks ago. Um, I mean, I can go. It'd be a number of things I can go off of stuff for experience. Um, but because they don't happen as often to me. I'll be away, and my family members will tell me, this happened to them or that happened to them or something like that. Um, this is like the closest encounter aside from my uncle playing the stereo that I've had with a spirit in a very long time. When I was sitting at home by myself, just watch TV, and I saw this ghost, apparition ghost of a lady, just walk across my living room to the kitchen. It was kind of like, um, I wasn't even in shock. I was just kind of like more like a little surprised, like, I saw something. But other than that, no. I said I wasn't gonna make this video long. I know it's not. I know I don't have much to say to go on this. But I just wanted to share my experience and to say happy Halloween. And I hope you guys are having a happy and safe Halloween. And until then, bye, crazy lovelies. Peace.